it was a good song. I'll say that. Basically, it was just a college-educated woman. He was speaking on third party. She was on Twitter or whatever and expressing her thoughts and her opinions like a lot of people do, man, which you should. It's First Amendment right. And how disappointed she was on how celebrities are not doing enough as far as utilizing their influence to change the world, or they feel like you guys have all this money, you guys have more access to actually evoke change. And he was just talking about like, okay, well, I'm doing everything I can, and I understand your frustration, but maybe I'm not doing enough. And J. Cole would kind of express himself. It really wasn't, of course, to the song, but I mean, he was really rapping and spitting, man. But he was just really going into detail about, racist white cops and police brutality among African Americans. And are we gonna go back into the same cycle? Celebrities not doing too much, or they just, hey, as long as I get that money and that paper, and you want us to, follow us, we see you guys on interviews, and that's it. But when things hit the fan, do you guys have our backs? And I kind of really understand this in this way. But as J. Cole, you didn't really sign to be a political activist, signed to be a musical artist. But at the same time, though, he should be have a right to be criticized. Especially if the majority of your people that support you are from African American descent, or the people those that feel a certain type of way on how the treatment of Black people or an injustice. And that's the majority of your fans, they still live in that reality, even though it may not affect you too much because you're influencing the money that you have, but everyday average working people may be affected. And, this was a good perspective on this song. It was very creative, man. I haven't really heard anything from J. Cole lately, but this was good. And I mean, I don't, when things happen like this, I don't really look to celebrities. I mean, I would love to hear their expression, their opinions, but I mean, they live a different total lifestyle. And I'm really just want to hear more of the streets of the people. I want to hear the people that live through this. I want to hear regular people and their thoughts and their opinions. I mean, it's cool to put everything on someone who has a big social status. Maybe they can get things moving, walk into to get some legislative stuff passed. But I want to sit up here and say that we have power as well. We living in this everyday reality. We know what's actually going on in the majority of our neighborhoods, hoods, and you got majority of people who are very successful don't live in those areas. So it's a different type of feel and experience. Everybody go based off their feelings. And I think with this song, he really let a lot of things out, a lot of his frustration. So I was just going ahead. I encourage anyone to go ahead and listen to that song on YouTube. Snow on the Bluff, man, really good. I'm very drinking in details. It's a very good song. I enjoy it, but it just really makes you think, man. Like I said, we're referencing back to 846 of Dave Chappelle. He was just discussing, the George Floyd situation, Zimmerman with Trayvon Martin, and just how we then progress as a country in the justice system. So, but we have to continue to move forward. I mean, it's a song. Do I expect J. Cole to do something? I mean, not really, but I mean, it would be nice, it would be helpful, but this just give me more inspiration to go ahead and stay in my lane and continue to do and start small where I'm at. And hopefully that will spark a lot of interest for people who was very upset. You don't even have to be Black. You could be someone that's just really upset about the system and how it's just really known for taking advantage of a certain group of people. Then yeah, go ahead and do something about it. You got some musical artists that are just known for their talent, just expressing their thoughts, their emotions through the mic. They may not have the courage to go out here and protest and be on the front lines. I'm not saying J. Cole doesn't have the courage to. I'm pretty sure he does. He does things for the community. He actually opened up a very community housing for single mothers. So it's potential there at the end of the day. But this is just a good heart-to-heart felt song, I want to sit up here and say. But we got to continue to move on, man. That's it. It's your boy, Young Lean Jr. You guys continue to like, comment, subscribe. Regardless of whether you step up or not, it's all right. But we the people, we can still get about change. I'm out. Just start small. Deuces.